That's a big cicada. Not feeling too good, I don't think. Welcome to the compound, folks. Do appreciate it a lot. Going to be taking a look today at a PPD. What's a PPD? Say hi to the chickens. Yeah, a PPD. Let's go in the tool shed and we'll talk about it. Well, folks, thank you very much for joining me today. I do appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome. Subscribers, thumbs up to you. First-time visitors, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by today. Consider subscribing. And, if you've been around a while and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon page. I'll put a link down below where you can go and find out a little bit more about how you can directly support what we do here. And what we do here is we take in products, whether we purchase them ourselves or sometimes people send us some stuff and we agree to go ahead and talk about it, but unbiased. We test it and make sure that it's going to work, and then we show it to you guys. And that way you can make a better informed decision about spending your hard-earned dollar. That's our value to you, to be honest with you. So if you want to help support us and directly do that, click the link on the Patreon page and take a look there and consider supporting us that way. Would you? Thank you. So PPD, that, folks, is probably the first thing I think of with a PPD is when it comes to a PPD. But there are places where you can't have something like that. And unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder to find places where protecting yourself is actually thought of as a right or a thing that you should be able to do. And but even though you may not be able to carry one of those, you might be able to carry one of these PPDs, personal protection device. This is from a company called Firefield, and I've worked with Firefield in the past, and we're going to have a few other products. One of them is on there, right there. We'll talk about that at some future date. But they sent me this and said, hey, would you do a test and evaluation on this and let your viewers know that it exists and give them your honest opinion? And I said, sure, I'd be happy to. 7 million volts. Now that may sound like a lot, but we're going to break that down in a little bit here. But before we do that, I want to bring you the specs. It's about 3 3/4 inches long. It's about 1.5 inches wide. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. It weighs in at 3 1/4 ounces. 3.5 with the sheath. It's a 3-position switch: off, flashlight mode, and taser mode. Comes with this key ring hoopy thing so you can stick it on your keys. This little lever, when slid out, exposes the prongs so you can plug it into a receptacle. It charges the batteries inside that way. Very convenient. When you plug it in, a little red light comes on telling you it's getting charged. When armed, that's the danger button, guys. It does come with this handy pouch that allows you to clip it to your belt. It says the flashlight is rated at 180 lumens. One of the drawbacks of the switch is that it's tough to get it into that flashlight mode first time. It naturally just wants to go into taser mode. This is primarily a stun gun taser, not a flashlight. Never leave this thing around where kids can play with it. Okay, YouTube doesn't like it when we inflict sparks upon people or things other than marshmallows, so I'm told. So let's try this out on this marshmallow and see what happens. Can we toast marshmallows with this thing? Well, I guess not. As soon as I touched it, it decided not to, it couldn't arc. Now what happens if I press it then touch? It actually shut it off. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so it wants to just go from one pole to the other. hang on a second. I want to show you something. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. Okay, I've got a little bit of water here. I'm going to take my marshmallow, moisten it in the water, and see what happens. Yeah, so it does want to make an arc. I might be running out of juice too. Yeah. So it won't roast marshmallows. All right, a little further experiment. Let's try it through paper. I may need a charge. Let's plug this in. It says leave it plugged in for about 8 hours. We'll come back in 8 hours. Okay, like many things YouTube, what was supposed to be 8 hours turned into 24. Alrighty, let's try that paper experiment again. All charged up. Turn that baby on. Whoa, yeah, it needed a charge. It does go through the paper. Ooh, take a look at this. Oh, look at that. It poked a hole in the paper. Now, I think the only way I'm really going to be able to test this thing is, let's try this. I'm just getting kind of experimental here. Hang on a minute. Oh, there you go. It stays up. See if I can charge that nail. No, it doesn't want to even touch the nail. Did you notice how the arc kind of went around it? Very interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. In the comment section down below, let me know. Do you think I should take Shooting Kid and zap him with this, and then we can really test to see how much it hurts? So yes or no, down in the comment section, the Shooting Kid gets zapped with this. I'm going to have to talk him into it if you guys say yes to that. Otherwise, if you have some other ideas, maybe put that down there. What are some other things we could test with this stun gun? And yeah, it does need a full charge for it to work very effectively. It was not completely charged before. My fault. Even the flashlight is brighter. Yeah, should have had this thing charged up. Anyway, let's wrap this thing up for today. But don't forget, leave a comment below. Should I zap Shooting Kid? Well, there you go. One of the things I do like about this is that it's very small, very compact, and it does pack a wallop, as you saw. And when I finally got it fully charged, it did poke a hole in some paper. That can't feel good on the skin. The other positive thing is it's non-lethal. Now, be careful with that, because sometimes if there's a pre-existing condition in the person that's receiving the stun from this thing, it could cause problems. So please, only in a justified case should you use something like this. And talk to your local law enforcement folks. What would justify using one of these, and maybe even take a training course on how to use it and when to use it and how it can be effectively used. But I think it should be, at least in some of your cases, in your purse, in your pocket. Keep it with you. It does more than protect you from the two-legged mammals running around. Some of the four-legged mammals, I'm sure they don't like this either. So that's something else to consider. If you're going on a walk or if you're out on a hike, this may come in handy. Flashlight is one thing. Stunning, that actually may come in handy. What are some of the drawbacks to this? Well, it calls itself a stun gun. It says so right on the packaging. It's really not a gun. There isn't anything projectile. There's no projectiles, no prods that are going out on wires. So I think the drawback to this because you can't get distance between you and your assailant, you're going to have to make direct contact. So that's not necessarily a terrible thing, but if somebody's coming up behind you and choking you around the neck and you happen to have this in your hand, you can get this on a soft spot, like on a face or around an eye or on the neck, under the arm, in the groin, you know, although there's clothes there. But if you can get it right on skin, it's going to hurt, and it's going to, at least we hope, get that arm from around your neck and break free. If somebody's coming at you straight on, and you know, that's another option. Shove this thing in their face, squeeze the trigger, and then turn and run. Get out of there. Same thing if you're in a chokehold or something. Get out of there. This is not going to necessarily save your life. If the other guy has a gun or a knife and wants to use it against you, so your best defense is maybe zap them with this, but then run. Get the heck out of there. Okay, get some distance. That's always best. Now, the other drawback is it may give you a false sense of security, because when it says 7 million volts, that sounds like a lot, and voltage, you know, it hurts. But because it's between 1 and 3 milliamps, again, it's non-lethal, and so it's only going to hurt, and it might actually piss somebody off. So that would be the other drawback. It's even though it says 7 million volts, it's not going to really do a whole lot of damage. It's just going to hurt, and it might cause them to drop something if you get them in the arm. It may cause them to convulse a little bit, and then you're going to have to be really dedicated to using it. So practice using it. You know, how would you use it? That's why a class is usually pretty good. Get yourself instructed on how to use this thing. And as a reminder, only use in a justified self-defense situation. But there are plenty of pluses. You know, I do like the fact that it's got a built-in charger. Just plug it in the wall. Makes it very convenient. Every night you can come home, right alongside your cell phone, your mobile phone. Plug it in. It's charged, ready to go. That's it, folks. This is the Firefield stun gun. Hang on a minute. It's model number FF24000, 24,000. FF24000. I'll put a link down below where you can pick yourself up one. It's an Amazon link. It is an affiliate link for me. So if you do decide to purchase it, use that link. I'll get some benefit. Thank you. But it doesn't cost you a penny more. It's kind of transparent to you, and it is right now the best price I can find, and that's why I put that link down there. And if you come back at a later date and you click on that link, it may be something different, because I'm always hunting for really good prices. Leave me a comment down below, like I mentioned before. Should we try this out on someone? Do we take that chance? Let me know. I do want to know. All right, you guys. Love you all. Do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Any comments you want to leave, please do. Keep them clean. Otherwise, I'll have to block you. But, because, yeah, we've had a few really interesting language people coming on. I guess that's ramping up too. Comments are coming in that are just, maybe we'll talk about that some other time. Maybe I'll share some of those comments if you want to know. Let me know if you want to hear some of the things that I'm getting. All right. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. All right, let me go grab my other PPD and get out of here. Oh, and Firefield makes an array of optics as well. Make sure you stay subscribed and ring that bell.